Namaste, ninth standard. We will continue the lesson The Portrait of Lady written by Kushwant Singh. In this lesson, the author has described his grandmother and his relations with his grandmother, the friendly relationship with his grandmother, how her appearance, about her appearance and her nature, her culture, and how she lived her life with the keeping a friendly relationship with the animals too, and how she died. These all things he has covered in this lesson. So in the last video we just saw how her appearance and about the family, his grandfather, and how they lived in the village, how he got educated in the village, the temple school, and while returning they used to feed the dogs, street dogs, and in the meantime they get transferred to the city, and Kushwant Singh get admission in the city school where he starts getting educated in English medium. That grandmother did not like the English education, the ways, and the topics, the subjects they taught in the schools. She didn't like, but still she didn't say anything about that matter. And how she was so devotional, her lips used to chant the prayers every time, and this she continued till her death. So we'll continue from para number 9. Now, Kushwant Singh has gone out abroad for his further education. While returning, while going, his grandmother had come to bid him bye, but he thought that he may be not able to see his grandmother while on when he comes back. But for his surprise, he saw his grandmother in the station itself, and it was a big surprise. Her ways, her looks was the same when he has left her in the station. Now, the para number 9. But that was not so. After 5 years, I came back home and was met by her at the station. She did not look a lady a day older. She still had no time for words, and while she clasped me in her arms, I could hear her reciting her prayers. Even on the first day of my arrival, her happiest moments with her sparrows, whom she fed longer, and with frivolous rebukes. Now, before, when they were lived in the city, when they lived in the village, she had the habit of feeding the street dogs. She used to throw stale chapatis to the street dogs, and many street dogs used to come and eat those stale chapatis. When they moved to the city, she could not go out of the house, and she could not feed the street dogs. So she took up feeding the sparrows. She used to make pieces of these breadcrumbs and throw it to the sparrows. This was had become a habit. Every day she used to feed at least 1 hour. She used to spend in this work, and this moment was the happiest moment in the day for her. That is the grandmother of Kushwant Singh. Now, when he was going to abroad, he never thought that this will continue, but the habit of feeding the sparrows continued, and it is continued. She is spending more time in feeding the sparrows, and she finds more happiness in doing this work. So she fed longer and with the frivolous rebukes. Now, para number 10. In the evening, a change came over her. She did not pray. She collected the women of the neighborhood, got an old drum, and started to sing. For several hours, she thumped the sagging skin of the dilapidated drum and sang of the homecoming of the warrior. We had to persuade her to stop to avoid outstraining. That was the first time since I had known her that she did not pray. Now, because she just wanted to celebrate her grandson's return, so what she did, she stopped her prayers on that day evening. She stopped the prayers. She did not pray much that day, and she collected the neighboring women and started this singing and started singing and using this drum and all. She started singing, and it is just to show just happiness and welcome to her grandson. So the people, they just got worried about this. They thought this may lead to exhaustion. She may get tired and she may fall ill if she does this. So they asked her not to do this. They persuaded her not to do this, to stop all these things. But she did not do that. She continued singing and drumming the drum. In para number 11, the next morning she was taken ill. It was a mild fever, and the doctor told us that it would go. But my grandmother thought differently. She told us that her end was near. She said that since only a few hours before the close of the last chapter of her life, she had omitted to pray, she was not going to waste any more time talking to us. So, next day, after this incident in the evening, next day she got fever, and they called doctor to check. The doctor, after checking her, said that she will be fine if she takes medicines. But she thought differently. Grandmother thought differently. She said that this is my last chapter. Last chapter means this is my last day of life. So on this last day of my life, I have skipped doing my prayers. So I don't want to waste further time in talking to you all. So I would like to start my prayer again, and till my death I will be praying. So she said this and started her prayers, like chanting her prayers and using the rosary. Para number 12. We protested, but she ignored our protest. She lay peacefully in bed praying and telling her beads. Even before we could suspect, her lips stopped moving and the rosary fell down from her lifeless fingers. A peaceful pallor spread on her face. We knew that she was dead. So they told her not to do all these things. They said they tried to convince her. See, you have to take rest. Stop this prayer and all. You have to take rest. But she didn't listen to them. She was lying on the bed and she was doing her rosary. And suddenly, even before they could expect that she will die, but she died. Her lips stopped chanting the prayers and her rosary fell from the lifeless fingers. So that means she died praying. Now, this pale face, the pallor spread on her face, and we knew that she was dead. So the face became pale and stopped everything. The sun was setting and had lit her room with the veranda with a blaze of golden light. We stopped halfway in the courtyard, all over the veranda and in her room light up to where she lay dead and stiff, wrapped in the red shroud. Thousands of sparrows sat scattered on the floor. There was no chirping. We felt sorry for the birds, and my grandmother and my mother fetched some bread for them. She broke it into little crumbs. The way my grandmother used to, and threw it at them. The sparrows took no notice of the bread. When we carried my grandmother's corpse off, they flew away quietly. Next morning, the sweeper swept the breadcrumbs into the dustbin. So, after her death, the body was kept, it was laid on the floor. So, from the place to the body to the veranda, so all the sparrows, thousands of sparrows came and it gathered there. It didn't chip. It did not make any sound, any noise, but silently the sparrows gathered. Thousands of sparrows gathered at that place, full of veranda, and where the body was kept, all over the floor. His mother, Kushwant Singh's mother, felt sorry for the sparrows, so she thought maybe they want something to eat. So she started making pieces of the breads and throw it on the floor. But the sparrows did not notice the breadcrumbs, and they, after the body was lifted for funeral, all the sparrows flew away, and next day the sparrows did not come, and this breadcrumbs was lying on the floor as it is. No, not a single bird took a single piece from the breadcrumbs. So they just came to show their affection towards grandmother, and when she died, then they just came to say sorry for the grandmother, and they flew away, and they never returned to that place again. So this was the affection, this was the love shown by the sparrows towards the grandmother. So very easy lesson, but you shouldn't forget to read it at least 5 times. And this lesson theme is mainly about how we lead our life, and how the older people, that is our grandmother, grandfathers, how their thinking, their way of life is picturized here through this lesson. Some people may be different, but some people are like more devoted to the God. The more we become, the older we become, our devotion to God becomes more. So similarly, the grandmother, she was a simple woman. She has worked hard in her life. She was a connection, a grand, like a crown in the family. So her affection towards the family and the animals and bird was picturized in this lesson. Read this lesson, and tomorrow in the next lesson I will just discuss the question and answers of this lesson. Till then, take care, stay.